You're in a group conversation. Everyone's talking, laughing, sharing stories. And you're listening. Not because you have nothing to say, but because listening feels natural to you. People call you quiet, shy, antisocial. But what if I told you your brain is actually wired differently, in a rare way most people don't have? And psychology proves it. The world rewards talkers. The loud ones get noticed, the confident voices get promoted. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Listeners have a cognitive advantage. If you prefer listening over talking, your brain processes information deeper, faster, and more accurately. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you why and how to use it as your strength. When you listen more than you talk, your brain isn't idle. It's analyzing tone, reading emotion, tracking patterns, storing details. This is called active listening, and it takes serious brain power. Studies show listeners activate multiple brain regions at once: the temporal lobe for sound, the prefrontal cortex for meaning, the hippocampus for memory. While others are talking to think, you're thinking while listening. That's why you remember things others miss. Here's something powerful. People who listen more develop higher emotional intelligence because listening isn't passive, it's empathy in action. You notice what people don't say. You feel shifts in mood. You understand perspective. That's why people open up to you, even if you barely talk. Your silence creates safety. Your attention makes people feel seen. Psychology calls this relational depth, and it's rare. When you're not talking, you're observing. You notice who dominates the room, who gets ignored, where tension exists, what body language doesn't match words. This is meta-awareness, the ability to see the bigger picture. Talkers influence conversations. Listeners understand them. And understanding is power. Preferring listening often overlaps with introversion, and that's not a weakness. Introverts process internally. You think before you speak, you weigh your words, you choose precision. Extroverts talk to process. Introverts process, then talk. That's why when you speak, people actually listen. Society mistakes quiet for weakness. Boring, unconfident, unintelligent. But some of the most successful people were listeners. Abraham Lincoln, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. They understood one truth. You don't learn while talking. You learn by listening. Here's how to leverage it. Stop forcing yourself to be louder. Instead, ask thoughtful questions. Summarize ideas. Connect dots others miss. Build trust by giving full attention. Speak less, but speak with purpose. Protect your energy. Deep listening is emotional labor. And find people who value depth over noise. If you prefer listening over talking, you're not weak. You're processing, observing, understanding. The world needs talkers, but it desperately needs listeners. So stop wishing you were louder. You're not broken. You're built differently. And that is your superpower.